Speaking on
What you got for me?
earlier. So basically, what this is, you're in the process of a divorce, right?
Right.
Now, I'm going to say this before I ask the questions. I speak freely. I expect everyone to speak freely.
Okay.
I am blunt with things, and I do not sugarcoat things. So if you think that whatever I may say may be, too much, then just let me know, and I won't go any further.
I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm
I
gonna
don't
tell you that I
understand
don't
what
like
that. I don't even know what that. I don't go by signs and stuff, so I don't know what that means or who.
Okay.
What that, I don't know anything
So
about
blunt.
that.
Let's go.
Okay, so
I'm being interviewed.
yeah, you. Before y'all chose to, let me say it in this format, be intertwined through a contract of marriage.
Partial.
So you came in with less like what, 50 or a quarter of it or what? So this question here is my main question. During this divorce, what are your intentions? How do you plan to, what is your goal towards the end of this divorce?
Freedom.
And
I just want to be my own person. I want to be able to make my decisions on my own without being tied to someone. I don't want alimony. I don't want child support. I don't want anything from you except for my name back. That's it.
Okay, well, I guess you answered everything, all three in one question. You answered all three in one.
Because there's no underlying need, there's no underlying want, right? I think that if someone who wants something behind the scenes, if there's an ulterior motive, eventually it's going to be shown, it's going to be seen, it's going to be some kind of underlying condition. I think that I've put in enough time to know exactly what I want and exactly what I need for myself as a woman. And it's not particularly tied to a man. I just want my sense of self back. I don't want anything from you.
Okay, so in that sense, do you basically plan to, let me say it, co-contract with anyone?
Say
with
that
a man?
again.
And anytime futuristically, do you plan to co-contract with another significant other? Not marriage-wise or whatever the case may be. Like, exploring the market relationship-wise, whatever. Do you see any of that happening again?
Yes.
Now,
I believe in the sanctity of marriage. I believe that if two people want the same things in life and have goals to, how do I say it, appreciate one another and to build with one another and to uplift one another, then the end goal is to build that and uplift that together.
okay.
If you make a decision as a young person based off of lust and pure physical attraction and what you think is the right idea of what a marriage is without asking those questions, then you're setting yourself up for it to not last.
Okay.
Right?
So, in this sense, when you are in a marriage or in a relationship, do you consider yourself independent?
Unfortunately, in my situation, specifically, I can only speak for myself. I can't speak about every marriage and every situation. Unfortunately for myself, in my marriage, in my situation,
and your
I was
relationships,
independent.
period. In any
In my
relationships,
relationships, period. Marriage or not, independent, yes.
And is that by choice?
No.
So you're
No.
forced to be independent.
100% yes.
Why do you think
I think that a lot of the times young people make decisions again based off of lust and based off of physical attraction and not really having conversations with people. I think that people need to really kind of dive deep into what it is a marriage or a relationship or a commitment means to one another and how that works with one another. For myself, I would say that I was forced into independence because I couldn't rely on my partner to support me
And which way?
financially, emotionally, physically.
Okay. So if he was unable to support you in that for your personal interest, right? Was he there when it had to deal with bills and important things outside of your personal needs? Was he there for all that?
Somewhat. And I only say somewhat because, again, this person is retired military. So our whole relationship, they were active duty military, right? So that comes with a sense of stability. However, if you're not raised in a way that where you understand finance, if you're not raised in a way that you understand how to run a household, be the head of a household, be the leader of a household, then you're gonna lack in certain areas, right? If I have to make all the decisions on my own, if I have to rely on myself to make all of the decisions, if I have to make the plan, if I have to have a plan A and a plan B and a plan C, and you're just there, I'm doing it by myself.
Okay, so let me ask you this in this format. I'm gonna use myself as an example to
Please.
make sense. Now, let's say, right, I see what you need.
Okay.
And I move accordingly based on what I see through vibration.
Sure.
But it's not according to the way you want it done or you see it fit.
Okay.
Now, or the time frame too, because we know that matters too.
Sure.
In that entire sense. Now, let's say you needed a place or you needed whatever bloom. Let's say I got the house, I got the cars, I got everything, I got whatever, right, to start everything up.
Okay.
Now, let's say it took me, once we got everything, we got in the place, it took me about a month to, start fresh, build new contract because we're in a new place. Now, if you had to deal and take care of all the bills for at least 3 months, how would you feel about that? Would you do that? Would you take on the full 100% while he now has to rebuild a new portfolio for himself and allow that? Or is that, no excuse for you to even be cared for instead of everything else?
100% yes, right? So my view of relationships, especially more specifically a marriage, is a partnership, right? So I'm picking up the slack where you are lacking. If you're in a position to where you don't have it, my job as your partner is to pick up that slack. And then I would expect for in turn, if the roles were reversed, you would pick up the slack for me.
Now, if your faith was impeccable and you had faith in him to lead and provide the way you know he could from the beginning, that shouldn't be considered a fault. That shouldn't be considered a fault at all.
That's true. My idea of a leader, though, is to make sure that I don't have any thought. I don't have any doubt. So if you are in a position to lead me as a man, as a husband, as a head of household, there shouldn't be any doubt. There shouldn't be any wavering. However, again, I'm open and I'm able to pick up the slack where you lack. I'm going to pick up the pieces. I'm going to help build that up for you. However, eventually, as the man, you want to be the head of the household. You're going to eventually assume the position. If I have to assume that position on my own, if I have to be the head of my household with you there, if I have to make all the decisions on my own with you there, if I have to, again, account for plan A and plan B with you there, I'm better off on my own. If I have to work 2 times, 3 times, 4 times harder when you have the privilege and you're just choosing not to, or you're ignorant in a sense to where you're not growing knowledgeable enough to see that there's things that you're supposed to be doing to support me in that way, then I'm better off alone.
And this is, okay, now let me ask it this way. Because I know a lot. I know nobody knows about what I'm about to say because no one's doing it.
Sure.
Now, let's say the world of relationships were judged based on her performance.
Okay.
Right? Now let's say me and you started something, right?
Okay.
And let's say it went from January to December.
Okay.
And I had the ability at the end of the year to judge you based on your performance as a woman, wife, whatever you consider yourself to be. Based on that, is what you would get paid by me, salary, yearly.
Okay.
How would you live or treat him based on that now that you know that there's a whole new option in the picture that you never considered? Now, if you got a whole relationship with family, and every year that goes by, you are rewarded with an income tax through a W-2 as an employee for him. Because marriage is a contract.
Correct.
Nobody knows how to use it.
Okay.
Because it's a bond.
Right.
And women only did that for conditional acceptance.
Okay.
Men did it for unconditional. We don't give a shit. We don't want nothing in return. We don't give a shit if you give us 5 cents. We just happy you gave us something. Oh man, 5 cents? Shit, I can put that right there. We get dressed the hell up, shower, smell good just because you gave us 5 cents. Now, this is the question I actually wanted to ask. This was crazy because I heard this and I wanted to get somebody here. This is accountability and responsibility right here, okay? If a random guy was right here,
okay,
and he was playing with a gun, and he knew there's a possibility that gun could go off in his face, and it went off in his face, who's responsible? Whose fault would that be?
out of him and who else?
And the gun. Him and the gun. Because the gun was there, he had it, he knew it was it's his responsibility,
100%.
right? Okay, and he's to blame.
Okay.
Now, this question
take you somewhere.
a woman,
Take you somewhere.
if a woman
Let me like
was playing with a cop,
feeling her say,
right?
hey, this song don't take
and she knew
tell me this song don't
that
take you
any second it can go off,
somewhere.
Okay.
Somewhere.
and she chose to go and do what she did with it anyway,
Okay.
and she heard rumors and she knew what the cop can
You
do.
feel me?
Now, when she came up pregnant at the end of that,
But this
who's responsible for that? Him or her?
Her.
Why?
If you know what you're getting yourself into, the consequence to anything outside of that is on you. Right?
Why?
That almost sounds contradictory to what the point that I'm making is. But I will say this, right? Imagine giving 10, 12 years, right? Communication is key. So you're telling your partner 2 years in, this is my love language. This is what matters to me. This is what's important. Explain to me what's important to you and we'll meet in the middle. And they don't meet you in the middle. You do what you do to make sure that they feel validated, to make sure that they feel supported, to make sure that they feel loved. And reiterate the fact that you're doing what you're doing. What more can I do, honey? What more can I do for you, baby? What more can I give you to make sure that you feel loved and appreciated and reiterated? But time and time again, anniversaries are forgotten. That holidays, Valentine's Day, birthdays, all of that shit. You're the last on the priority list. The nigga's mama move out here. He ain't never took your car to get washed, but he take his mama's shit to get washed. You had this nigga a child, and he said that Mother's Day, you're not his mom. So why would he get you a gift for Mother's Day?
Okay, now on that part right there,
You're not his fucking mom. Why would he get you something for
I'm
Mother's Day?
gonna
Nigga, you're the
rebut.
only reason why I'm my fucking mother.
I'm going to rebut to that with this.
Niggas ain't shit.
Niggas ain't shit. Niggas will trap a bitch. Niggas will trap a bitch and act like it's your fault that you had a fucking baby.
You ready?
But when I'm fucking done, I'm crazy. It's him. Rebut.
Okay, so the fact that Mother's Day, let me say this way, if my mom is my mom, right,
You procreated with a woman, not your baby's mom.
then that would make the kids that I gave you
So it's your job as that father
to make sure that they provide their
Mary,
mom.
not your baby's mama, not your baby's
I'm not
mama,
saying
your
baby's
wife,
mom.
right?
I'm not-
It's your job as the father
Hold on.
They go to
to.
work and tell every bitch they know got kids.
It's your job. It's your job as the father of that child to make sure that that child makes that mother feel special on her day. And you don't do that, you're lacking. As a husband, as a father, as a man, you're lacking. So when I choose to part ways, split ties, go my own way, that's not me being selfish. That's me putting myself first for a change. Right? You're a man, but you're okay with me working 1 or 2 or 3 jobs, coming in at 1 or 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning from job A to job B, and you're fucking sound asleep in a house that I pay the fucking bills in. You're fucking cuddled up under the bed in the fucking heat while I'm leaving the goddamn post office at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. working overtime. You don't even know how to fucking pay bills. You don't know how to log into Envy Energy. You don't know how to log into Cox. You don't know how to log into the pay portal because I set your life up that way. And when niggas ask bitches, what do we bring to the table? We bring stability. We make your life fucking easier because the shit that you don't even think about that we do for you. You don't even think about filling up your coffee mug in the morning and making sure that motherfucker is ready on the countertop when you're ready to leave the door.
Okay.
You don't even think about the fact that your son got you a Christmas card and a fucking gift on Father's Day because I did that. You don't even have to consider that. That doesn't even fucking cross your mind. You don't have to think about me making sure that the bills is paid, making sure that the fucking food is in the refrigerator, making sure that the car insurance is paid, making sure that the light bill's paid, making sure that all of this shit is. I fucking registered this kid for school. You don't even know how to fucking do that shit. But what do I bring to the table? Stability, peace. You don't even gotta worry about none of that shit because I got it handled. But I can't even get a fucking gift on Mother's Day because I'm not your fucking mom. Nigga, I'm only a mom because you made it that way. I'm only a mom because it takes 2. I'm only a fucking mom because you made it that way. Not bitter. I'm free. Not bitter. I'm free. I want peace for you. Even still in this day, I made sure that you had an apartment. I made sure that you balanced your budget. I made sure that you got a car. I'll remind you to pay your car note. And you're not even my fucking man. But I care for you because you are the father of my child. Again, the same bitch who you can't even give a gift to on Mother's Day because I'm not your mom, but because you're the father of my child, I make sure that you straight. You short on gas, I got you. You need a little bit of food in the fridge for the boy? To make sure that our son is good? I got you. You don't got nobody to call. Your mom's not answering your phone. Your brother's not answering the phone. Your homies ain't answering the phone. Who can you call that got your back 10 toes down? Me. But I don't want you. But I got love and respect for you. Not bitter. Free.
I guess you want to end that on your own, right?
Well.
Okay, so y'all got that from her. What's your name again?
Tati.
Tati.
Not bitter.
Tati.
Not bitter.
So with her permission, I'm going to edit this and make this in a way to where this can actually, go on the stream or something somewhere. Oh, it's going to go somewhere. It would be your choice if you wanted to or not.
Pay attention to the woman that you got, because when you lose a good ass thing, when you lose a good thing, y'all, this is what, when you turn a good girl bad.
Did he have a gun to you when he did it? Did he have a gun to your head when he made you turn bad? He had a gun to your head when he made you turn bad? Or was that a choice that you made? And assume that that's what you had to be? Or was it coerced or forced?
Not coerced, not forced. However, my job as your partner is to hold you down. But your job as my partner, I would assume is the same thing. And if it's not reciprocated, then what's the point? It's supposed to be 50-50. It's supposed to be halfway.
And it's a live and learn experiences on all things.
That's why I'm saying. That's why when you ask me if the opportunity or if I'm open to other situations or other relationships, 100% yes. Because I know that I can give that.
Now, is everything that you're able to give, everything that you're able to give, would he have the capability to provide himself, do it himself, without you? Would he be able to do all that without you, is the question.
There would be a hard struggle for him to try to figure it out without me. Or without him trying to figure it out without somebody else, yes.
So what if he did figure it out? And
He
then,
grew up. He learned a lot in the past couple months. Because he don't know how to do fucking shit.
okay.
Shit. This is the same motherfucker who was gonna rent a fucking Airbnb instead of getting an apartment. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense.
What if he didn't think that his credit or anything was good enough to proceed?
Try.
And what if he tried?
He didn't though. I know for a fact that it didn't even cross his mind until I brought it to his attention.
And what if that was the whole purpose of the significant other?
Then he's
To, but listen, so sometimes.
I met your mom.
Okay. So that was an interview with Tati, and we'll see her again on TV.